Hello and welcome. I am Dogbert. Once again, opening up. I had another box of cards. Today, we have WWE Revolution 2022 trading cards. Now, Panini got the license for it, thankfully. I think they've been doing a much better job with these cards. I am a big fan of wrestling, been for years. I actually used to live near the Wild Samoans Trading Center. A lot of wrestlers came through there. Got to meet a lot of different wrestlers. And now that I live in Florida, I get to go to NXT once in a while to see it live. If you've never been there, it's pretty neat. I can talk about that a little bit more, but onto this box as we open this up. I like what Panini's been doing compared to Topps, because Topps just kind of phoned it in. It was nothing really exciting about the cards that Topps did. Panini, though, they actually look nice. We got autographs. We have half a ton of friggin' different parallels. Eesh. So, 8 packs, 5 cards per pack. Now, they're saying 8 parallels and 4 inserts per box on average, so it could be sub-average. And how do I get this thing open? Like that. It could be more, could be less. With my luck, it'll be less. So there they are. Now, if I do pull some Roxanne Perez, I will be keeping those. They do not leave my collection. I think she is going to be like the next A.G. Lee, Alexa Bliss type character. And she's that good. So, we start with, Becky Lynch right off the bat. Got to see her down when she was in NXT. I did see that I was at the Halloween Havoc when she lost the title to Lyra Valkyrie. See, it's just nice looking cards. I really like it. Kushida, I don't think he's even around anymore. Rhea Ripley, Mama. And looks like we have a Aliyah, parallel. I think that's a parallel. It looks a little bit different. Astro, yep. And we have a Shockwave of Io Shirai. I think she's up with, Anyway, if you've ever been to NXT Live, it's free to go, actually. But you have to, sign up, a week in advance. You pretty much have to be on the computer, when they release the information. And then when you go there, you go to this Full Sail parking lot. What's Full Sail University is like a converted mall. Randy Orton. I actually got to see him down in September. It was right after Becky Lynch had won the NXT title. He was actually down there at the Performance Center, if you want to call it that. What the Performance Center is, it's actually in the back of an industrial park. So when you go to it, sorry, I got a little off track. When you go there, you park in this converted mall, which is Full Sail University. You get in line, you get some wristbands, you get on a bus, they take you to the industrial park where they have an office building, which is the Performance Center, plus they have another whole office building, which is where you see a lot of the vignettes shot for NXT. Apollo Crews, never really did much with him. Kaylee Ray, she's still around, I think. Maybe. Triple H, legend. It's the Astro. And we have a Stone Cold Steve Austin. It looks a little bit different. Maybe it's just because he's a Revolution. I don't know. Maybe because he's a legend, but it looks shinier than normal. It's hard for me to tell what these different parallels are supposed to be. Of course, Stone Cold with his podcast now. And what we got? Bianca Belair. Saw her at WrestleMania when they were in Tampa. I was supposed to go to the WrestleMania that was in Orlando when it got shut down by COVID. LA Knight. Austin Theory, so we're getting some up and coming. And we got Sheamus. I got to see him in dark matches when he was first coming up. That is an angular. And we have a Vortex of Alexa Bliss. That is nice. Always good to see Alexa Bliss out with being pregnant now. But she is short. I've seen her in person. Because I remember seeing her dressed up like that back at WrestleMania. in what was Bray Wyatt's final WrestleMania match ended up being. Okay, Miko Sudomana, Cora Jade, haven't seen her in a while. Wesley, doesn't really do much. We got Raquel Gonzalez, don't really get her whole gimmick other than being strong. And we got the Shield. Here's something you don't see. It's interesting they left Dean Ambrose off of this. They just put Rollins and Reigns, because of course Dean Ambrose being in AEW. John Moxley. Also, when I was growing up, I lived right around the area. Wild Samoans are, of course, The Rock's uncles. So I got to meet The Rock before he became big. I got an autograph. Jey Uso, or the Bloodline. Tommaso Ciampa, he's never really done much on the main roster. He was big in NXT. Fabian Aichner, don't recognize him. Zach Gibson. We got a Supernova of Brock Lesnar. Looks like a regular card, but Supernova. Pretty nice to get Brock. I don't know if I've really gotten anything big. I'm not exactly sure what the inserts are. It's kind of hard to tell. I got to kind of look at the back half the time. And if you've watched any of my videos, I'm horrible at spotting. I'm Shotzi. There's Shotzi. She's always been somebody, like, when is she going to really break out? I don't know. Roderick Strong. Braun Breaker rookie card. Down in NXT as a heel right now. I suspect he'll be called up soon. Liv Morgan. She's an interesting character. I like her. And we got the Hart Foundation, Bret Hitman Hart and Jim Anvil. Rest in peace. That's Natalia's father. I remember watching the Hart Foundation versus the British Bulldogs back at WrestleMania 3. That was like the first pay-per-view I've ever saw of wrestling. It was WrestleMania 3 when I was a kid. Hulk, Andre, you know, but a lot of good matches, of course. Macho and, oh crap, I forgot his name. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Now I remembered. Another Aaliyah. Zach Gibson. There's Seth freaking Rollins. This was a little bit different. A Booker T Revolution. Get to see him every time of them. That's a Sunburst. And what do we got here? A different little card. Finn Balor with the liftoff with Judgment Day. Interesting card the way they have that cut. Seems like a pain. Should probably have sleeved some of these cards, but I don't know. We'll look back at them. See if we can't figure anything out. Damian Priest. Rick Boogs. Jinder Mahal. Hey, Dusty Rhodes. And there's another Booker T. That Dusty looks interesting. This one's, I guess, the regular Booker T. It's kind of hard for me to tell. Because we did definitely get a... so it looks like regular Becky Lynch. So if you look on the back, you can actually see what these are. This is an Astro. Aaliyah. Don't know if she's going to really do much. Haven't been impressed by her. Io Shirai. This is how I figure out if anything is actually a parallel. It's kind of nice that you can actually just read the backs. So Sheamus was an angular. Technically, Alexa Bliss, I guess, is not. You know, it does look different with that vortex. I don't know, I had to look this up. So Raquel Gonzalez was a groove. No autographs. Would have liked an autograph. Brock was not something special. Roderick Strong, Braun Breaker. Okay, so Liv Morgan was a fractional. It's kind of hard to tell the difference unless they're like totally different colors. I just don't like the whole... I like parallels. Of course, we have the Sunburst of Booker T. I just don't like the fact there's so many. It's so hard to tell sometimes. Dusty Rhodes was a groove parallel. And then you can see the regular Booker T, which we already had. You can see the difference. The Sunburst versus the regular. So that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Until next time, everybody.